Hello everyone, Erica Rock, Spiritual Catalyst, offering a life hack for empowered living. So we have two voices within us, and they've been known as the little angel and the little devil, the two wolves, if you've heard of the story of the two wolves. I like to call the two voices our divine self, our highest self, and the lower self, the egoic self, or the false self. And whatever you call it doesn't really matter. But the fact is, when we're living from the lower self, egoic self, false self, the little devil self, we will see life that things are happening to us. We're the victim of circumstance. Poor me, pity party, victim vibration, disempowerment, hopelessness, despair. And we often, no matter what happens in life, we often spin the story and the narrative to something that's disempowering and doesn't feel good. And that not feeling good is letting you know that the narrative and the story and the perspective you're holding is not true. Because here is what is true. The truth is always empowering. The truth is always empowering. The false self, egoic self likes to complain, likes to see what's wrong, what's not here yet. Why isn't this showing up for me? Why does this always happen to me? It's really in the patterns that are disempowering and that don't feel good and that are manifesting a life of unwanted creations. And then we have the other side. We have the divine self, the higher self, the little angel. And this part of us has an empowered perspective, can zoom out and see the bigger picture. When things happen in life, we, instead of saying, why is this happening to me? The divine self will ask, what is this trying to teach me? How can I heal more deeply through this experience? What would love say? What would love do? The egoic self can be like, oh God, this is going to go horribly wrong. Kind of catastrophizes things, a lot of despair, viewpoints. We could say that, or we could say, you know what? I'm doing my very best. I'm doing the very best I can, given what I know right here, right now. And my best is enough. My best is enough. The lower self, false self, ego self will be like, I'm always going to feel like this. These things are always going to happen to me. I'm always going to attract these kind of people. I'm never going to have enough. I feel like I'm trying to survive through the day. We could swap that for this too shall pass. This too shall pass, with a side order of, again, what is this experience trying to teach me? Where can I grow more from this experience? What's the highest perspective? What's the most empowering story I can tell myself about this experience? And, another one, this is so unfair. Why do these things always happen to me? We can swap that out for, what choice can I make right here and right now to start moving forward in the direction I want to move? So I'm not suggesting that you deny or not hear the voice of the little demon, the ego, the false self, the lower self, etc. We listen to all aspects of ourselves, but you want to continuously choose the bigger perspective, the narrative, the story that is true. Look for opportunities to heal, to grow, to expand, no matter what. And as we continue to choose the higher self perspective, the divine self perspective, and we keep choosing that over and over, it becomes organic and natural, and we begin to view all that shows up in our life as the blessing that it is.